Hey, everybody, I see the red light. I don't know why, I think I just scared myself. So it's Tuesday. It's 5:30-ish p.m. on this Tuesday evening, January the 12th. Already 12 years into the new day, or 12 days into the new year. Here we are, face value, WWAB. The family's going to start tuning in. Everybody gets ready for Tuesday. This is what we do. Dakota, how you doing? This is what we do, and I'm excited. Like I was saying every week, this is the highlight of my week. This is where my energy kicks in and everything. But I noticed something looking in the screen. If I'm trying to figure out how weathermen do it, see that spot right there? I've had that spot since 1997-ish. When someone hit me with a garbage can the wrong way with the handle out and literally sculpted my head, blood everywhere. The trainer came back with my hair in his hand and my scalp was hanging from it. And Bam Bam Bigelow was standing right next to me. And Bam Bam Bigelow turned green and hit the floor because the coach was holding my scalp in his hands. But anyway, that's the ball spot. It's Tuesday. I'm excited. I hope everyone else is. Quick review. I think I won the game last week against that holiday character. And this is face value. You see right there, right guard's number one. Number one in my book. I got a Giants hat. I don't have a right guard hat, but they're okay. I'm not sure if do we have pictures? Are we doing pictures? I have no recollection of what was said. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there we are. We're traveling. This is afterwards. This is probably the best part about our presentations. As we speak to students, as we stay. As long as they want to talk to us after we're done speaking with them, we stay and build some really good relationships and really get to expand a little bit more on our conversation. But that's always my favorite part, is meeting these young people, because everybody has a story and they look forward to someone listening. And so it's all part of it, man. It's all part of what we do nationwide. And it's always good to see and hear them. You know, they want to be heard. Kids want to be heard. You know, adults want to be heard. But I enjoy it. And there, Christmas Eve 2 years ago, there's my buddy, my son, and he came home and said, "I want to be baptized." And you could just imagine Mama and our expression, and he made that decision. And that's our pastor, Byron Bledsoe, who is the number one pastor in all of Central Florida for 3 years running now. And I just throw that plug in. But Pastor Byron is very dear to my family and his family, and of course our C3 church. But that's a great day. My son decided that he wanted to be baptized, so it was amazing to be there and part of that. So that's a good one. It's one of those days that you remember the date and everything. Good picture. I don't mind that picture. This one, there you see. Let's see. There's the Ascension. There's Elias before he became Elias. There's one of the refs, and there's a Jersey boy down there. The young guy in the middle with the bald head is Ryan Katz, and then underneath him is Brandon Sausage, my man. And so we were there all night long in the Performance Center shooting an entrance and background and silhouette stuff for the Ascension, because they just got called up to the main roster. And we were there from 6 p.m. till about, I don't know, I'll say 3 in the morning. I could be gilding the lily. But it was dark. We were there all day and night, and making sure we had a good product to send up to the main roster. We just put it right on TV, and it worked. They got called up, and they did well. Good memory. Wrestling. That's right. I directed commercials too. And, oh my gosh, Tiger Jackson, Tom Brandy, who some people know as Salvatore Sincere, Johnny Grunge, and a young Big Sweet Williams. That was one of my first tours over in Europe. And what a crew. What a crew. The guys I stayed with for years and just good guys. You know, I miss them all. Yeah. Tom Brady and I are friends on Facebook. And that's always good to see how his son's a big ball player now and doing good. And it's just, I love memories. I love memories. Good memories. Michael, how you doing? Share. My brother. We're gonna share. We're just gonna keep sharing there. This is Steve Martin. Was that my? Oh no, that's me with the banjo. You see my eyes closed because I'm counting my internal clock to try to hit it. Yes, I play the banjo. I played the banjo very poorly, but I do play it, and so it's a highlight here in the house when I decide to get musical. I have the harmonica with the thing around your neck, like Dylan and Springsteen, and I have a bass guitar and an acoustic guitar and a ukulele and harmonicas and tambourines, bongos, the rattlers. I have the triangle. I'm a musical guy. I'm like a one-man band. They said they're going to get me the clanging things for my knees. Ding, ding, cymbals. There you go. So, yeah, there's me my banjo. One of my many talents that no one knows about yet. We'll break them out little by little. There it is. Yeah. So that's how we spend a lot of time. That's our well, I guess like a little presentation logo. No more empty seats. You see the bullying. We talk about tough decisions in social media. From elementary school through college, and then naturally we speak to corporate events and things like that, and the presentation changes per area. We're with elementary school kids. We never talk about things too heavy. We just remind them about bullying and decisions, and as they're growing up in this day and age and things like that. So that's and we're always working on this stuff. I just talking to Avi earlier and talking about I'm just finishing up a federal grant with, thank goodness, my daughter looking over my shoulder half the time. The things we're trying to do with the foundation and to make sure we keep going around the country and stuff. So that's it. No more empty seats has become a saying that a lot of people are using, and they use it the right way. And it just means that we need you in that chair every day. We need to see you. We need to eat across from you and worship God and play in the same team and sit on the school bus and sit in the classroom and and most importantly, we need you at the dinner table and we need you around. So we go and travel. That's what we do. That's Foundation in a nutshell. Boom. So here we are. Face value. I'm excited. I'm trying not to get too excited because I forget the order of things. I get excited, and always the best thing about my week is we have our guest, and so I'm trying to keep my blood pressure down a little bit. But here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Avi Klein.
How are you? Thanks for that introduction.
Stop right there. I'm going to do this one more time because otherwise I'm about to throw my stuff and leave. Now it's time to introduce the man, the myth, the legend, Avi Klein.
I'm so sorry, Bill. Usually when I hear, I want to ask you about your day, but when I hear that term, when I actually hear the term legend, the first thing that pops in my mind is David Holiday. So it was a bit on autopilot. I just kind of clicked that David legend. You can understand why I can mix those two things up, obviously, for obvious reasons.
I'm afraid you've had too much sun today.
Might have had too much sun, but guys and gals, before we start, I want to let you know, here's a quick poll. Were you a Boo Berry fan? Were you a Count Chocula fan? I don't know, Frankenberry? I was a Boo Berry guy, and that's why I'm wearing the Boo Berry blue right now on this Tuesday. Face value, Bill DeMott. I cannot wait for this show. I love the comment that Dakota Snyder made. This makes my week every week. That's from Dakota Snyder. Thank you so much, Dakota, for that nice comment. JC, Cliff look no further because we're on face value now. So thank you, Cliff, for looking. Archie Willoughby, Tammy, Taekwana's in the house, Lucinda, and Kimberly. Guys and gals, we want to let you know that we appreciate you wholeheartedly. We will have a special guest who will be talking about how he was able to move forward. We also have a fun game with a person that you just got a bit of a sneak peek of, David Holiday, Bill D'Amato, and myself. And if there's other topics that we can talk about, guess what? We cover everything under the moon and more. Before I get into my plugs, Bill, how was your week, my friend? How's your day going?
Good week. Busy week. You know, I was talking about earlier, trying to do, as you try to always navigate the muddy waters, I'm trying to look things through the pandemic and what we can do to keep reach. And with our victim services program we have now, we're eligible for certain grants. So the state attorney general's office puts out a grant every year. It's a 3 million page application, but I thought I'd conquer it and hopefully because we do a lot of victim services, and we're not a national organization. We're a mom and pop organization. We're grassroots. But we're dealing with things that national organizations deal with. So I'm trying to get that bit of funding so we can have the proper environment and equipment that we need and things like that. So that's what I did all week. And the week actually went fast, but I feel like I've accomplished nothing except typing and retyping.
How can you underscore what you've been doing? We talked about this in the green room. Bill asked me how my day and my week was going. And, of course, all things WWAB. David Holiday was still upset that the Clemson Tigers are no longer around. They weren't in the final game yesterday. But you know what? Here you are. We're talking about grants. You're trying to change legislature, my friend. I mean, that puts everything in perspective. I got to tell you right off the bat. And for you to underscore that, I won't let that happen on face value, nor will our viewers. Nor will our viewers. Raphael.
I would never try to make light of it. It's like
incredible
that you become numb to it and like, okay, I got to get that done. But what an education. I tell you what, I'm not, I make no bones about, I had a limited college, experience. They told me I graduated high school. So to learn how to do grants for anybody out there who does them, bless your heart.
Right.
And if you do them and would like to volunteer your time the next time, please get in touch with me because I could absolutely use someone who's grant savvy. But that was my week, buddy. How about you?
My week was filled with listening to guilty verdicts across the board for Mickey Doyle. Everybody seemed to find him guilty on the green room. Paul Roma, of course, spoke for the masses. And then yesterday we had a preview show. Howard and myself and David were there. Aside from that, I got to tell you, man, all of these shows, we want to thank all of you guys and gals. Thank you, Raphael from Austria. Yes, everyone watching, please share. And speaking of shares, we are averaging over 220 shares per podcast, and that's a lot. That translates to over 214 to 220,000 live views. That's incredible. For the last month and a half now, we've been averaging over 200,000 live views, all because of you, and we're streaming on 34 different pages, not just my own, not just Bill's or the co-hosts. We're also streaming on business pages, Facebook groups that have 20, 50, 60,000 members. We want to thank you wholeheartedly, and starting next week, you're messaging me now, giving me permission. I will start shouting you guys out. We appreciate that. We started with a 0, guys and gals, and right now 2.4 million of you strong have watched our podcast day to day, 7 days a week, 90 minutes, 2 hours every single day. Why? Because we're unedited, unscripted, unfiltered. Nobody else can give you that because we're the top rated and top viewed wrestling related podcast because we're wrestling with anything but. We discuss everything under the moon and we do it live and it's interactive. We bring you in. You guys are the engine that makes this thing go. And in case you've been living under a rock, I don't know why, but you can catch us every single Monday with a preview and a review show, 5 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday. As you can tell right now, it is Face Value. Bill D'Amato, Avi Klein, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. Let's rewind a little bit earlier in the day. Breaking the Ice Glacier with Avi Klein every Tuesday, noon Eastern time. On Wednesday, Maintaining the Truth, Paul Roman, Avi Klein, 7 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, WWE Hall of Famer Don Rocco, and Avi Klein for Making Waves, noon Hawaii time, 5 p.m. Eastern time on Friday. Podcast with a Purpose, Road to Recovery, Duke the Dumpster, Mike Joyce, and Avi Klein, 6 p.m. Eastern time, 5 Central on Saturday. Mickey Doyle, you'll still be guilty. Soul Howard, not David, on there as well. The Green Room, every Saturday night, 11 p.m. on Sunday. Hard-hitting podcast on Masking the Truth, Patriot Del Wilkes, Avi Klein, and David Holiday, every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And guys and gals, it is my choice to lower my voice. It is my choice to lower my voice. I know somebody asked for this earlier. I had something brand new as an analogy. But I'll give you the one that you wanted that came around last week. It'll be the last time I do this. Tomorrow, some brand new analogies. So right now, because we're entering a national lockdown very soon, the best thing for you to do is to do what I just did. Make a choice to lower the voice and sneak around your boss and tap him on the shoulder and say,